going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
When Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds stepped onto the red carpet at the SNL 50th anniversary special, the cameras didn't just capture a power couple attending a star-studded event, they captured a statement. Just months after being embroiled in one of Hollywood's most intense legal battles, the couple made their first public appearance together. But was this a simple night out, or was it something more strategic? And more importantly, did it work? SNL's 50th anniversary was meant to be a night of nostalgia, laughter, and legendary reunions. The biggest names in entertainment were in attendance, from past hosts to comedic icons. Fans expected hilarious skits, unexpected cameos, and heartfelt tributes to the show's rich history. But as the night unfolded, it became clear that this event wouldn't be remembered just for its celebration of comedy. It would be remembered for the tension in the air, the hushed conversations behind the scenes, and the couple who stole the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively weren't the headliners. They weren't scheduled to perform, nor had they been major figures in SNL's long history. And yet, from the moment they arrived, all eyes were on them. It was their first joint public appearance since the legal battle with Justin Baldoni erupted into a full-blown media storm. And whether they intended to or not, their presence completely shifted the energy of the night. As the cameras flashed, Blake and Ryan stepped onto the red carpet, smiling as if nothing had happened. But for those following their legal saga, this was a moment that felt almost surreal. Just weeks ago, reports had suggested Blake was struggling under the weight of the ongoing legal battle, even to the point of avoiding public outings. And yet, here she was, glowing in front of the cameras, exuding confidence, and walking as if she had nothing to hide. But was it all an act? Social media exploded almost instantly. Some fans applauded them for their composure, calling them Hollywood royalty for handling controversy with such grace. Others weren't convinced. "I thought she was too distressed to leave the house," one user commented. "This is PR at its finest," another speculated. If this was damage control, it was masterfully executed. But as the night went on, things only got more interesting. As the show kicked off, no one expected Ryan Reynolds to take center stage. But when SNL veterans Tina Fey and Amy Poehler opened up the floor for audience questions, Ryan seized the moment. He stood up, his usual charm intact, and delivered a line that sent shockwaves through the room. "How's it going?" Tina asked, expecting a casual reply. Instead, Ryan smirked and responded, "Great! Why? What have you heard?" The audience laughed, but the message was clear. Ryan wasn't just cracking a joke, he was making a statement. He knew exactly what people had been saying, the speculation, the headlines, the whispers. And instead of dodging the topic, he leaned into it, turning the moment into an opportunity to take control of the narrative. But not everyone found it amusing. While some celebrities chuckled politely, others shifted in their seats, their expressions frozen. The tension in the room was unmistakable. And as the camera panned to Blake, her reaction told an even bigger story. For a brief second, Blake's expression shifted. Her usual camera-ready smile faltered, her posture stiffened, and she turned sharply toward Ryan. Was she caught off guard? Did he go off script? The moment lasted only a fraction of a second before she quickly regained composure, smiling as if nothing had happened. But that split-second reaction was all the internet needed. Clips of Blake's expression were instantly dissected on social media. Was she genuinely surprised, or was this all part of a carefully crafted performance? Some believed it was an unguarded moment of frustration, proof that she wasn't entirely comfortable with Ryan turning their legal troubles into comedy. Others thought it was just playful banter, a well-rehearsed routine meant to diffuse tension. But regardless of what was true, the internet had its moment, and the debate had begun. To understand why this moment was so significant, we need to rewind. Just weeks before this event, Blake Lively had filed a shocking 80-page lawsuit against her former co-star and director, Justin Baldoni. The lawsuit accused him of inappropriate behavior on set and alleged that he had deliberately worked to damage her reputation. It wasn't just a tabloid scandal, it was a legal war that had already begun to affect careers. But Baldoni didn't stay silent. He fired back with a $400 million lawsuit against both Blake and Ryan, claiming that not only were the accusations false, but that the couple had actively worked to ruin his career. What started as a professional dispute had escalated into one of the biggest Hollywood legal battles in recent memory. And now, with both sides refusing to back down, every public move they made was under intense scrutiny. As expected, the internet had plenty to say. While some praised Ryan for handling the situation with humor, others weren't as impressed. "This isn't funny," one user tweeted. "They're making light of a serious lawsuit." Another chimed in. "Classic Hollywood? Turn controversy into entertainment and hope people forget the details." Even the media took sides. Some publications framed their appearance as a sign of resilience, a demonstration that they weren't letting the controversy define them. Others criticized it as a blatant PR stunt, an attempt to shift the narrative away from the legal battle and onto their carefully curated public image. But regardless of where people stood, one thing was clear. This wasn't just a red carpet moment. This was a calculated move. For Justin Baldoni, the fallout had already begun. Reports suggested that major studios were hesitant to work with him until the lawsuit was resolved. Meanwhile, Ryan and Blake seemed untouchable. Ryan's projects remained intact, and Blake's Hollywood connections remained as strong as ever. It was a power imbalance that didn't go unnoticed. Industry insiders began to weigh in. "This is classic Hollywood double standards," one anonymous producer told a reporter. "Some people get to joke about scandals, while others lose everything over them." Others speculated that Ryan and Blake's decision to turn this into a PR moment might backfire. "The public isn't as easy to manipulate as they think," another insider noted. "At some point, people start asking questions." The online discourse only intensified when a resurfaced clip of Ryan making light of another past controversy went viral. Critics argued that his pattern of joking through scandals painted a picture of someone who refused to take accountability. "Ryan gets away with everything because he's charming," a popular post on Reddit claimed. But if you look closer, it's always the same strategy: deflect and distract. Meanwhile, Blake wasn't immune to backlash either. Some social media users pointed out that her continued silence on the specifics of the allegations was telling. "She's all about women supporting women until it affects her brand," one tweet read, gaining thousands of likes. Others defended her, suggesting that she was merely trying to avoid fueling the media circus surrounding the case. As the lawsuit dragged on, fresh controversies emerged. Rumors swirled that Baldoni was considering releasing previously unseen emails and messages that could change the public narrative entirely. Sources close to his team hinted that these exchanges painted a different picture of events, one that could turn the tide in his favor. At the same time, reports surfaced that the legal battle was starting to impact Blake's upcoming projects. While she hadn't lost any roles outright, discussions behind closed doors suggested that studios were wary of the ongoing drama. "No one wants to cast someone in the middle of a PR nightmare," an industry source revealed. "It's just bad business." For now, both sides continue to play their respective games, Ryan and Blake doubling down on their carefully maintained public personas, while Baldoni's team builds their case brick by brick. But with tensions rising and new developments surfacing daily, one thing remains certain: this Hollywood battle is far from over. So, where does this leave everything now? Well, legally speaking, this battle is far from over. Baldoni's $400 million lawsuit is still in play, and sources claim his legal team is prepared to fight aggressively. Blake's team, on the other hand, remains confident, insisting that the truth is on their side. But with both parties refusing to step back, this could end up being one of the messiest Hollywood legal fights in years. And then there's the bigger question: did Ryan and Blake's SNL appearance help them, or did they completely miscalculate the moment? Will Hollywood continue to protect them, or will the backlash grow beyond their control? Hollywood has a short memory, but the Amazon internet never forgets, and with more details expected to emerge in the coming weeks, this story is far from over. What do you think? Did Ryan and Blake handle this the right way, or did they just make things worse? Let's talk in the comments.